stick. You good? Ladies and gentlemen, if I can just ask everybody who is in our coffee area to please join us so that we can kick off with the official program for this morning. If somebody at the back can just give me an indicator if we still have a few people who are there, or are we good to go? Okay.
No, go.
All right. Whilst the very last people come into the room, let's get this show on the road. Good morning, Cape Town. Oh, Cape Town. Good morning, Cape Town. Ah, that's a lot better. Thank you so much for filling this room this morning. It's fantastic to be here for the second MTN Business Masterclass. Now, before we kick off with the formalities of the program, I have a few things that I would like to know, and I'm sure there are a few things on your minds this morning. First and foremost, in this room today, who runs a business? Everyone. So this is precious time to you. This is time when you could be invoicing clients, you could be in meetings, you could be finishing that all-important deadline and report. But you're here. So based on the fact that you're here, I want to understand, and I'm pretty sure all our speakers want to understand, why are you here? So if I can have 3 hands from the audience this morning, just get up where you are, tell us who you are, what business you run, and why are you here this morning? 3 volunteers. To the gentleman in the red jackets, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And how are you?
Very well, thank you. My name is Chad Blitz. I'm the owner of Indo-Atlantic Imports. I have the rights to the first pair of sunglasses in the world that can wrap and strap around the wrist. I'm actually wearing them on my face. I'm making spectacles. They can be branded as well, and I'm looking for an investor.
You're looking for an investor.
Sorry, my apologies. My voice isn't deep enough. Yes, ma'am, that's why I'm here. So I logged onto the website FinFine to obviously find finance, and I became a whole host of companies, and I started contacting the companies. I'm sitting next to a bunch of IT gentlemen, and they've just told me someone's actually been hacking my account, and that's why nobody's getting my emails, ironically enough. And it's actually a true story. And I was invited here, so I thought I should come and see what it's about and obviously procure investments.
You found a solution to a problem you're clearly having right now,
Yes.
and you're here to find money. Thank you very much.
Thanks
A
for your
second
time.
hand, please. The gentleman in the front.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning. Thank you for that.
My name is Munyara Seti Chabengwa. Basically, I'm Zimbabwean. I just started a business for Bedouin Stretch Tents. The company name is Global Stretch Tents. I'm just here as well to look the funds, is the sponsors. And they're also the guys who are in events who need some stretch tents. I manufacture the tents, we hire the tents all over the South Africa. I'm the director of Global Stretch Tents. I'm the founder of Global Stretch Tents as well.
So why are you here today?
I'm here especially to look for the those guys who are in the events.
Okay.
The sponsors as well, if they're around us. And to hear more how I can run my business. And I just been invited by FinFinder, FinFind, they just invited me to come. Then I just leave what I was doing. Then I say I just come to join. Yes.
The money called you and you ran. I would like to have a lady's hand. Ladies are often few and far between the tech event, and I know I've got hundreds of ladies waiting at the back. Louisa, there's a lady sitting in front of you that between the two of you, your hands shot up. And I'd love to know what the ladies are here to do. Good morning. Your microphone is just coming around you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Brenda. I'm a woman that recently bought a company. It was training and development, and the reason why we three ladies bought the company was because it was doing quite well, and we decided to create a CSI for community development whilst we were doing training and development in our community in Cape Town. Most of the work went through the city of Cape Town, obviously, and we're not going to lie and say we don't need money, because everybody does. But we're looking more for a way to boost the company, to market it, to get it out there. And when we received the invitation from FinFind, we decided that this was an amazing opportunity for us to come and hear what MTN has to offer for us.
Thank you very much to you, Brenda. All right, now that I know a little bit about you, and I know a little bit about what you're here to gain, my name is Lynette Ndudu, and I'm going to be the host today. I am not here to speak, but I'm here to make sure your voice is heard. I'm here to make sure that the interaction, the level of engagement you want to expect out of a program like this is something that when you walk out of here, you feel as though there was value extracted from this amazing platform that MTN Business has created for us. So today is about you. It's about your business. It's about how digital technology and innovation are affecting the way you connect with your markets, your clients, as well as getting your different products and goods out onto the market. So it's interesting in South Africa when you read the statistics about SME and small business activity. And one of the huge indicators about connectivity in South Africa today is that most of our businesses don't have websites. In fact, up to 62% of South African small businesses don't have websites. But it's another picture that's being painted on our social media networks, right? Most of us are getting the messages out via our inboxes on Twitter, on Facebook. Most of us are posting into this huge new amalgamation of social groups where people are looking for you and I, the goods and the services that we provide on a daily basis. So when a business says, well, I'm not digital, I'm here to say to you this morning, impossible. Most of you are only able to be here this morning because you have a smartphone. You know your emails are going to come in. That all-important bank notification is also going to come in, whether the money is going out or the money is coming in. You're going to have a sense of what's happening. You're going to be on WhatsApp, on iMessage, and on so many different applications today. And that is how you're keeping in touch, you're keeping in business. And I also want you to take it one step further. Who's sitting next to somebody they do not know and are only meeting for the very first time this morning? Do you see a stranger? Do you see a stranger? Or, when you leave by the end of today, I want you to look at the stranger next to you. Eyeball the stranger next to you. And make sure the stranger next to you, the stranger behind you, the stranger who's the back of the head you're looking at right now. And I want you today to climb outside of your own shell, outside of your own box, extend your boundaries, and make sure that this room full of strangers becomes a room full of opportunity and new clients, a strength in your business that you currently need, a new connection, and somebody that you can leave here today and start a meaningful conversation about the growth and development of our businesses today. So don't stick with your friends during the coffee breaks. Walk up to a stranger, say hi, exchange details, and make it happen for yourselves. Now, I'm going to give you some focus to the back. Hi, everybody at the back. To our exhibitors. You know, those wonderful people, ladies and gentlemen, make a room like today look colorful. They light it up. Fantastic products and televisions and phones on their stands. But they are not here for aesthetic appeal. They are here for you. And we are going to have plenty opportunities today, not only to hear from the executives from those companies who are going to be speaking about how digital, how innovation, and the products that they sell can improve the way we do business, can improve cost efficiencies, can improve the way we connect with the world around us that we rely on. But you also then have the exclusive opportunity today to actually go play with some of those gadgets. Now, I'm going to ask everybody in the room this morning to pull out their smartphone. You will have seen the Wi-Fi code behind me a few times. I'm going to invite you to log onto the Wi-Fi this morning. It doesn't work. I know it's working because I'm on it too. And I'm going to point you to either your Apple iStore or to your Android store. And I need you to download an app. There is a business retail app. You will see it has the MTN logo on it. Download the app. The creator of it shows up as a Grant Orwell. Business retail. Search business retail and you'll see the app has got the MTN logo on it. And whilst that's happening on your phones, I'll tell you why you need that app today. On that app today is not only our agenda or information about who our speakers are, who our partners at this event are, but also a crazy opportunities for you to give me feedback and win some amazing prizes for doing that. Your feedback, ladies and gentlemen, is the backbone of a project and a masterclass such as this. Because MTN needs to hear about what's going on in your businesses, needs to hear what you, the business owner, are thinking, and needs to hear about how you're engaging with tools and technologies as well as some of the products that they offer to make sure that the demand and the supply between the two of you is met at the optimal service level that you've come to expect from a telecoms provider such as themselves. So, there are a few questions within that, some feedback, very simple answers, yes, no's, numbers, but that feedback is already coming through to us. And we already have a sense today of what you're thinking, what you want to look into. And as that feedback comes through to us, a few really lucky people today are going to get to go home with items such as the Samsung S8. I've got one in my pocket. The Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is taking strain, so if I can just ask Wei-Ling if she can look into that with the venue whilst that download happens. But somebody gets to take home an S8, a Samsung S8. Hisense has a C30 for us. Thank you guys in the back. Huawei has a P10 for us. Dell has a laptop, a few printers to give away. Google is also in the house today. They've got a few AdWords and a number of other exciting prizes and packages for small business to give us. LinkedIn is also here, the hub of business social media is also here. They're going to tell us a bit about what they want to do with each of us using social selling as a new frontier in digitalization in our businesses to reach more people today. And there's a few interesting packages that they'll also be giving away to a few lucky people. I know the Wi-Fi may be a little bit slow, so we'll be a little bit patient. These prizes I will only give out right at the end of the day. So you've pretty much got all morning at this point in time to reach into the app, start giving us your feedback, and of course I'll be watching those statistics to see who gets to go away with some of our really exciting prizes. So today we're here to think digital, but as we think digital, we're also going to start saying, let's go mobile with it. And what does that effectively mean? We understand today that small business in particular really the answer to most of South Africa's economic woes. Big business is too big, and it's almost become to sustain a new fresh blood, new fresh ideas, new people moving into spaces that were previously restricted to those with very big balance sheets, are now open for you and I to move in and create new opportunities, new markets, as well as new frontiers into how business in South Africa looks today. But we also appreciate that the business of the future is not necessarily locked in a big office block with a huge factory and in one location. We know that your businesses, by the virtue of the fact that you are on mobile, mean your businesses are global, mean your businesses can be accessed by customers not just within the borders of South Africa and its 9 provinces, but perhaps in 53 other African countries and right the way around the world at any single point in time. So, as we think about the growth of our businesses and we think about the day-to-day pressures of what it means to run a business, whether that's accessing more capital, finding great people and talents to help us build our businesses, making sure we deliver the type of service our customers come to expect, we've also got to start thinking about where do our businesses rest and lie. And the business of the future lies in digital. Therefore, when we think digital, we're not just thinking about smartphones or computers or our access to data and the internet, but we are also thinking about the sustainability of our businesses. We're thinking about their reach. We're thinking about their growth. We're thinking about how we scale them. And more importantly, how we make them more exciting and attractive to everyone, from investors all the way through on the other end to our end users, who more and more don't really want to see you and I, but do want to reach out to their phone and make sure that they can experience the benefits of having sat with you and I. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to enjoy today. I invite you to ask the questions. I invite you to use the platforms and the opportunities to get the problem solved. The people who are on stage are going to be already knowledgeable people about the spaces that they're in. They're well supported by their teams here today, and I invite you to use that opportunity to make further connections with them and also deeply understand how their products can actually accelerate the business that you're currently running into the future. So use them. It is about you. Everyone is here for you. So don't forget that. And as the day continues, of course, we'll be unpacking how the rest of the program will work. We have a few breakaways as well today. And right at the end, the people from Fast Company, the magazine that does focus on business, not just in South Africa, but around the world, will be running a really special panel discussion with most of our speakers today so that we can just deliberate on certain of the presentations, the content, and the information that we heard here today. Now, to officially welcome us to the conference today, Claude, where are you? Right next to me. Hello, Claude. Mr. Claude Chetty is the General Manager for Regions at MTN Business, And this morning, he's just going to tell us a bit about why MTN gets its customers, particularly small business customers such as you and I, into a room such as this, and what he hopes to see happening and coming from this forum. Please give him a very warm round of applause.
Okay, good morning, everybody. How are you doing? So as you thought, I'm part of the MTN family, and it really is a privilege and a pleasure to have all of you here today, business owners and interested parties alike. So I'm not so much going to steal the thunder and speak about much of the topics that are going to be discussed during the course of today. What I will, however, speak to is a very succinct brief that the marketing team and Lindy, the SME team, have sent to. And that is mainly around the sustainability of this digital future that we are speaking about. By the way, the future is absolutely now. It is happening now. We're in the middle of it. We're experiencing it. And most of us, or some of us, are beginning to see the tangible benefits, obviously at the top and bottom line. So without skipping a beat, let me also take this opportunity to thank the key partners of today's event, Hisense, Samsung, Huawei, Windows, Microsoft, and Dell, and probably a very important lady, seeing that three of the people that we spoke to earlier mentioned her, which is Darlene and Finfine Easy. So clearly, everyone's looking for money, and so am I. So I guess with regard to sustainability, coming from what one may consider as a company founded in 1994, that kind of became a big company, but still entrenched with lots of small company values. This business of MTN understands small businesses. Well, we think we do. We also understand that whilst digital and whilst the digital revolution has fundamentally changed the way we do business, there's certain business fundamentals that still hold true, regardless of the medium, the methodology, and the route to market. So I just want to spend 2 to 3 minutes to reiterate, whilst there are many businesses here that are well established, there are also businesses that are starting up. And there are also individuals here who are interested in starting up a business. So pardon me if I may sound like a broken record to those with established businesses. But lessons learned from a small business that became a very big business that still has small businesses in its heart. The fundamental building block of any business, regardless of its route to market or its starts, obviously is business strategy, right? How well have we thought this through? What's the big idea? What's the big concept? How well have you equipped yourself in understanding what the user experience or the customer experience should be? Now, you may say that it's rich coming from a business like MTN, who itself, when you call an 808 call center, can't pick up a call in 30 seconds. But that's something we're working towards. That we call that customer experience and client experience. From a digital perspective, you guys are all about user experience. How quick is it to get a client to where they want to be? How many times do I have to press the smartphone or the buttons on these smartphones to get to where I want to be? So user experience is very important. Technology and the technology backbone and platform which you utilize is also very important. So this is something to consider, that when we say 62% of SMEs don't have a website, is a website that old thing that you click on, Windows Explorer or whatever that opens up, is that still relevant? Is that the best and fastest way that I'm going to communicate with my audience? The other thing is around being very succinct around your value proposition. We all want to do everything. I know MTN Business, we speak about ICT, we speak about mobile, we speak about many things. Although the fundamentals of our small business that became big business was around a core mobile proposition, and that's kind of what we're sticking to, and that's where we're trying to differentiate ourselves on our network and our core offering. And lastly, I think what probably separates the digital business from kind of the old school bricks and mortar business is the access to data and analytics. They're driving this world of ours. They're driving insights, they're driving new product development, they're driving buyer behavior and customer behavior. I'm not sure if some of you watched Carte Blanche on Sunday looking at the effect of Facebook on buyer behavior and customer behavior. But these are little and small insights that will help you as you go through your journey of building a sustainable digital business. So without further ado, let me once again welcome you all. Thank you for your attendance. Let's participate, and hopefully you'll meet the Darlenes of this world who can provide you access